thanks for joining me. This is Kim Hunter from Texas Vintage Addiction. We are located inside 6th Street Antiques in Belton, and we are also located at the Hub in Temple, Texas. Come by, check us out, and there's a lot of great deals there. Alright, so we have been working on this buffet for a few lives. So let's recap what we've done. This is painted in silk Sunkissed. It's kind of a fun yellow color. And then we did some faint stripes with a mix of Sunkissed and Endless Shore. They are very similar, so that's why it's very muted. That was my goal. And then at the bottom of the buffet, on these doors here, I used the Harlequin. Oh, things are falling off my buffet. I used the Harlequin stencil again in the Sunkissed and Endless Shore mix. And then for the drawers, we did a mix of Tide Pool, which is another silk color. We used Harbor, and this darker stripes were a mix of Harbor and Tide Pool. We used the Cherry Blossom transfer on the sides, and on the inside of the doors we painted it with Tide Pool, and we used the Vintage Floral transfer. So that is where we are so far, and we're going to finish it up today. So I'm glad y'all joined me. When you're applying transfers, when you're applying stencils, sometimes you get that little ridge. I like to use a finishing pad. Oh, hey Elizabeth, thanks for joining me. Alright, so I like to use a finishing pad to kind of smooth out some of the ridges. Kind of takes the sharpness off of them. And these finishing pads are actually really good if you're painting with silk and you see some brush strokes. These are actually really good. If you're joining me, please let me know where you're from. Alright, so on the sides at the buffet, we use the, thought I had it up here, the blue and yellow floral decoupage paper, and we went back over it with some Endless Shore and Sunkissed stripes. So, but I kind of want to add some gold here, and I'm going to add some gold trim. So we're just going to do some highlights. I did a transfer on this drawer, but I'm kind of thinking this bottom drawer is a little plain. So, hey Becky, thanks for joining me. Alright, so I'm kind of thinking this drawer is a little plain, so we're going to put a transfer on it. So why don't we start there? This is from the Vintage Floral. They have a black and white pattern, which is what we use on the inside. But I can show you what other sheets come in this pattern. We've got some herbs. You've got some flowers, some roses. Hey Debbie, thanks. Where are y'all from? And I think the black and white sheet, I kind of like it with this. I'm going to have the rose kind of standing up here. So let me grab my scissors, of course. Off camera here. Alright. think this is going to be really pretty once we get the gold on it. What projects are y'all working on? With these transfers, they're kind of made by a different manufacturer, still from Dixie Belle. But with this manufacturer, they recommend applying a little bit of heat. Now, this is an old hair dryer. It doesn't get very hot, so it doesn't take a whole lot of heat. But you are going to want to hit it with heat just a little bit. The cherry blossom and the vintage floral are the only one they recommend doing heat with. But I have come across a transfer. It wasn't Dixie Belle, but it was like really hard to apply. I wish I would have known this trick because that would have saved me a lot of time. So, hey Cynthia, hey Carrie, good to see you. So if you apply a little bit of heat, it will help loosen up some of that glue. Hey, from Sydney, wow, and you're working on a dining table. The top is driving you nuts. Yeah, so how many chairs is it? Dining tables are always kind of tricky, especially if you get those spindle chairs. Yeah, I really like them too, Carrie. I think the transfers are really nice. Alright, so how I like to apply the transfers is I just like to work a little section at a time. And I always keep my little tool right here as I peel up. That way, if any is sticking, it automatically just kind of gets mashed down. And with these, you just kind of, with any kind of transfer, you just go in little sections and make sure you have it all. Alright, so that's one side. I am going to apply, they have another rose that will apply to the other, but I might do that once we end the live. Yeah, I really like these transfers. All right, and I'm glad you're back, Cynthia. Yes, this was the vintage floral. The cherry blossom is here, and you can tell it's a little bit different. The flowers are a little bit wider, but they do kind of go great with this. It's called blue and yellow decoupage paper. Well, thank you, Carrie. We try. Alright, so I am going to use the gold gilding wax. I do have it up here. And a little makeup brush. But I like my gilding wax to look kind of faded in, is what I'm kind of going for with this one. So I'm just going to kind of fade in some of this. It is tape. To save some time, I pre-taped all this. I figured it was just too much time to tape stuff off. My stripes are Sunkissed and Endless Shore. So they are very similar. What I like to do is, because I want it to kind of fade, I'm just kind of taking it and blotting it. Let's see. Did I ever hear back from about the chairs? How many chairs there were? And oh, you got another cherry blossom. I really like those. I really like the new transfers. I feel like they're very versatile. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Carrie, I didn't pre-post it. I just popped on. I'm glad you were able to find me. I should have posted that I was going to be live, but I just surprised everyone. With the, this is the gilding wax. I kind of like it because you have a little bit more control over it. But the mousse is great too. It's about the same color. I think I'm almost done here with this stripe. And so it's going to look sort of like that. I shouldn't pull one side of the tape off, so I'm going to need it. And I'm not going to bring the stripe all the way down, probably just to maybe a little bit past. this flower. But I'm going to continue there. This flower is just going to be kind of my stopping point for a lot of it. And it's just going to kind of fade down. Let's see. I'm going to use a mousse. Thought I grabbed the mousse. Thought I had it right here. Of course I lost it for the life. Oh, it fell in one of my drawers, I think. Yeah. Alright, so the mousse is a little different. It gets kind of clumpy. So you just kind of stir it until it's like a mousse, and it just takes some stirring. So sometimes they even come pretty compact with some liquid separation. Just stir it up and it'll be fine. This one I've had for a little while, but it does last. And it is, once these two dry, it is the exact same color. The difference is this is water-based, so you can go back over it with a clear coat, where the gilding wax, this stuff, you don't necessarily want a clear coat over it. I am still blotting it, because I had a lot on my brush. And as you can see, the colors are very similar. So it really is just a matter of preference. To me, this one goes on a little thicker. So if I'm doing something that I want to stand out more, I pull the mousse. Or if I'm trying to fade something in, I pull the gilding wax. I know you can't see. I'll lose sight if I go too far down here. I do tape off this round part. I tape off everything. I'm not gonna lie. That way I don't have to worry about going out of lines, because I always go out of lines. If I'm going over this with a different color paint, I will probably still tend to seal it. But since this is drier, I don't really worry about a lot of bleed through with the mousse. So we can take this off. So y'all can see how that's looking. Looks like my paint paint didn't cure before I taped it. I'm going to have to touch that up. Oh, I want that one. Alright, so we're going to go to the top. Right here. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it. Let's move this up. Alright, so there's a ledge that I want some gold on. So let's see. And I'm still using my mousse because it's a little faster. I know it's far away. Let's see if we can't get it. There we go. So I am just applying this mousse to that ledge. We're going to take this off. I still have tape on the mirror from where I taped it. You know, it's funny, it takes so long to tape, and then it takes such a short amount of time to paint it and see. Sometimes when we tape it, we still don't like how it looks. Quite the way I want it. Alright, so there's that one. Need a paper towel here. And let's see. I think I'm gonna finish working on another stripe. Thick. Let's because it's gilding is the mousse. That's not why it's so much thicker. See if we can't pull some of that off. Forgot I used the same brush. Makeup brushes are great to use for little details. I do have some smaller brushes at the shop, but this is just a makeup brush. I seem to always get some around Christmas time. Wait a minute, I'm missing something. I'm missing some of these comments here. Yeah, Carrie, I tape everything. Let's see. Oh, cataracts don't sound fun at all. Yeah, so I use a lot of makeup brushes only because I seem to always get a lot around Christmas time. And so I just kind of go with what I have. I do, the long handle brush I was using earlier, is it a makeup brush? It would be great if Dixie Belle made some, right? Okay, so that stripe's going to be a little bit more bold. And we're doing a little bit below the flower. Just kind of fading that in. I'm running out of my makeup brushes. I know, everything turns into a paintbrush, right? Yeah, I don't think I use any makeup brushes for makeup, it seems like. They all turn into paintbrushes. Yeah, I agree, Carrie. It would be awesome if they did. Oh, that's cool that you found some brushes at your son's work. I do like this decoupage paper on the side. It was pretty easy to apply. I love the versatility of all the Dixie Belle products. They just work so interchangeably. You know what? I kind of think I need some right here. Extremely precision detail. That sounds amazing. No wonder you create such lovely items. Carrie does some amazing work. She sends me pictures sometimes, if I ask her for them. She's pretty good about it. I do like figuring out what everyone's working on, and you know, I feel like we all kind of feed off of each other. Sometimes you'll be working on something and I'll be like, oh, that's so cool, and you know, it'll spark an idea with me, or vice versa. You'll see something that I do and you think, oh, I can do this with this. You know, I mean, I think, you know, Dixie Belle makes it makes, you know, so many things that everyone gets to put their own take on it and make it work for us. Yeah, you should send me more pictures about the dresser. Oh, your Facebook keeps messing up? It happens sometimes. I was doing a live maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I think it just kind of spun on me. You know, internet connection or rain or who knows. Thank you, Carrie. Kind of like the stripes. I think they're kind of fun. At our shop, we give away a raffle every month. It's normally not anything really big, but I think Carrie won not too long ago. It was actually somebody won and didn't pick it up, and so we were able to draw Carrie's name. It was like a fluff and something else. It's always great to be able to interact with other Dixie Belle people. I want some gold up there. And you know, nothing says that you can't paint some of these black and whites. Like there was a butterfly here. I could easily just come back and paint that butterfly whatever color I wanted. Or these black and white flowers. I can water down some paint. Thank you. So you won twice. That's cool. Fluff, some decoupage, and a brush. Yeah. All right. So I think why don't we add that other? See if I can't have y'all add it to where y'all can see it a little bit better. We'll add that other rose and maybe finish the top and think we'll wrap it up. Where's my... here it is. Alright, so this is the rose I'm using on the other side. I put it upside down and on the wrong side. Gotta really pay attention to all those details, right? You're working on a tall boy, 100 molds, that is a lot. That's a lot of flowers. I bet it's gonna look amazing though. So you made over 100 molds. What did you use to make your molds with? Did you use like epoxy, or did you use a air dry clay? That's a lot of detail. I bet it's going to be so pretty. Alright, so there's my flower on that side. So when I put it in, I think it's going to be great. I'm going to finish at the top and then we'll pull that tape off, and it should kind of come together here pretty quick. Alright, let's see. Trying to get this on camera. This is so big, it's kind of hard to... Oh, you know what? I use building wax for this. I feel like that would be a lot faster. But this is the... this was the mousse, and I'm just using wax right now. Faster because I have it on hand. But that's a good thing about them is they are so interchangeable. This was the mousse and that's the wax, and they're exact same color. Just a matter of what you like better. cherry blossom molds and roses. Fast casting in white. I've never used that. Is it good? I should pull this tape off. I'm not going to pull that tape off the mirror. That'll take me a little while. Alright, well, I think you said it was good. Fast casting illuminati. I'll have to remember that. Alright, so that is it for my live today. It's fairly short. We just kind of faded in some stripes with the gold gilding wax. We added some details to the sides, and we added some details to the top that you really can't get a good view of, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time there. And it looks like I taped it before my thing set, so I am going to have to go back and touch that up. But I am so glad y'all joined me, and it was good hearing from y'all again. As always, Cynthia and Carrie, thanks for all your support, and I would love to see some of your projects you're working on. And let me know about I want to see a picture of that tall boy once you finish. I bet it's going to be gorgeous. Alright, thanks y'all. Bye.